Like, subscribe, hit that bell, and thanks for listening. All right, so what I want to say from the beginning is this. Zodiacs are programs inside of this constructed matrix. So everything you're going to hear, either you can continue in the program under your sign, or you can take all means to change your program by knowing what you're programmed to be inside of the game. So Aries, March 21st, April 19th. Through that time frame, is spoken of the symbol being the round. The ruling planet is Mars, the ruling house, first house of self. Okay? Now, we're going to discuss key traits that's seen in the program of the realm of Aries. That would be competitive, very energetic, however, impulsive, yet fearless. So, in this program, inside of this game called life, the Matrix, you're designed to be competitive. So, you can choose to continue competing with others or compete with yourself. Energetic. You can use your energy to better yourself or use your energy to better others. Your choice. Could you do both? Of course. Now, with the first one being competitive, I would advise, since I'm a Leo, I'm very competitive. I compete from within, meaning I better myself. I do all things to enhance myself. It's not based on the outside, it's based on the inner. Because I never liked the idea of competing with anybody because I just don't think that that's worth my time. But with Rams like to buck others. So you may want to change your program. Having knowledge helps you to adjust yourself. Only you can adjust yourself. No other being can adjust you, no matter how high you think they are of you or lesser you think they are of you, because you have to have works or action, habits. You have to form habits. No one can form habits for you but you. No one can break habits for you, Ram, but you. And sometimes you may have to buck your own self to get to that. Now it talks about impulsive. Impulsive meaning that you got that feeling and you just want to do it. In your impulsiveness, yes, being impulsive can work for good, but it also can work to bad. In every impulsive moment, you have to determine, Ram, whether or not you're going to move on that impulse. Because remember, you're in a program. So understand your weaknesses. Understand that your weaknesses actually can be used for the good. Because sometimes giving impulsively is good, but then sometimes giving impulsively is being a numbskull. You have to determine, you have to weigh it, you have to ask questions. Well, in this circumstance, what would it benefit or enhance me? You always got to go within and say, yeah, I can save the whole world. I can do this for the whole world. But at the end of the day, what is it going to turn me into? Okay. And then fearless. Okay, Ram, it's obvious. You got some power in that head. You got some power in that mind. However, remember that we're spirit, soul, and body. So you have to be fearless, but fearless in what regard? Take chances, but in what regard? So your program is to be fearless, but sometimes you might need to say, I may not be fearful, but I'm going to look at this for a moment and I'm going to consider whether or not I need to do this. Challenging yourself, yes. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to be patient. Challenge yourself to be fearless. However, challenge yourself to also be balanced. Now, the cardinal fire sign is known for being dramatic, Ram, athletic, and having an insatiable appetite for winning. That's the competitiveness. Just winning a conversation. You want to win the conversation. Well, let's see here. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. I'm recording live, so I'm gonna have to let you go. Anything you want to say in particular? Mm, I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so let me continue on. This is life. I'm not going to edit. So let's continue. Appetite for winning. You have to consider whether winning is a personal thing or is it an outward thing. I gotta win because it makes me feel like I'm valuable. That's not winning. As a Leo, I can tell you that's not winning. I'm very passionate. That's not winning. Winning would be going within, seeing what it is that I'm trying to win at, and what value ultimately is it going to bring me? Like, how is it going to inwardly make me the best me? Not so much to impress people, but to be able to wake up in the morning and be in peace and be in joy and be satisfied, have an appetite of being satisfied, not always being hungry. And a lot of time people say, "Well, I gotta be hungry. I gotta. That's the only way I can move and have my being." That's the program, an insatiable appetite for winning. Winning simply can be balancing yourself in contentment, but not being lazy. It's a balance, and that's a lot of the time for those of us who are, let's say, programmed to be beast-like, strong. We the challenge, the winning is to be able to balance ourselves. For this reason, you know, you can take pride in being early adopters of anything and everything from the hottest new sneaker top to the latest iPhone. What I'm saying is you literally can get caught up in what's the latest fad style, what's the latest upgrade on the phones, because I want to be a winner. Well, you have to look and say, okay, what am I using this phone for? Let's be technical here, people. Let's be realistic. What am I using this phone for? The phone I have, is it messing up? So you have to go in and ask questions, Ram, just like the Leo. Go in and ask questions. Go in and find out how many tennis shoes do you have. And if you're going to get another pair of tennis shoes, how many outfits go with that tennis shoe? Or do you have to go out and buy some more clothing to adapt to those new shoes you want to purchase? You say, well, I can do that because I got money to do that. Well, have you balanced, Ram, what you have? Meaning, do you appreciate? Are you a winner in what you already have? Being a winner is you're not neglecting the things you have or ignoring the things you have. They're being used in an appropriate fashion. You may say, well, I only wear those shoes during special events. Well, if you only wear those shoes during special events, then how are the shoes? Are they slung around the house? Are they under the bed? Or are they, once you wear them, you get that special brush, you brush them? You say, hey, I'll see you this time next year. And the reason why you're not wearing those shoes so much, I know this sounds a little petty. The reason why you're not wearing those shoes so much is because you know that these shoes are designed for maybe 3 occasions a year. Let's say 3 occasions a year, because one occasion a year would be sort of kind of a little bit unwinning. Okay, so everything has to just have a substantial reason. And the theme, Ram, is don't keep bucking your head against the wall. Have reasons, and then look at the reasons. Why? Why am I doing this? How useful is it? How wide is it? How you got to talk to yourself instead of ramming, trying to get through the wall, or just getting any and everything that makes you like a winner. Find out, is it useful? Because if it's useful and it fits into the agenda, it will actually make you feel like you're on top of your game. When you purchase things and just get stuff just to get it because somebody else has it, you're going to feel like a loser ultimately, because you're going to look at your funds and say, this fiat currency could have been, should have been used for something else that popped up later on. And you say, oh, I made a stupid decision. Okay. So Also, Rams, Aries, you pretty much live to compete and argue. Females who are Rams, we actually have been Geno, those of us who are Rams in the program. I'm not a Ram, but I'm just saying, programmed as females to have a need to be understood by the opposite sex. Okay? Programmed by the Old Testament God called Inky. Okay, so some of y'all may not want to hear that, but I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna drop that nugget in there. Program. So you got to work against the program. You've been genoed. You said, but that's unfair. Well, count it all joy and work to change thine own self. Okay. Round people tend to have the makings of pro athletic, trending setting influencers or lawyers, former prosecutors such as like Vice President Kamala Harris, who she was born with her moon in Aries. So she's definitely attached to this 3D realm. She's definitely going to be shallow. She's a shallow Aries, sort of airhead, bump her head too much. She bumps her head too much. On the surface, very, very competitive type of winning type of personality. However, when she gets in there, she's not doing what she needs to do. She just knows how to get there. That's what I'm saying. You have to be balanced. Competitive and argumentative, it has its place, but you have to be balanced, and only you can balance your own self. Work on yourself. You can break the program or you can lay in the program to be competitive, fearless, impulsive, and energetic. And in all of these houses of self, you have to understand that there are planets and energies outside of this game or inside of this dome that literally try to mark you or mars you and to keep bumping your head. Yeah, you're strong, but a lot of times you're looking like a knucklehead. I'm sorry. Life's great. The building. Thanks for watching.